Hi, you are watching Jump TV, and I am in Santa Cruz, so let's check it out. There is a really cool retro game store in Santa Cruz, and I'm here with my buddy Ruben, and we are gonna go check it out, and we're gonna go check out Streetlight Records. Let's check it out. This place is a place I've wanted to go to for years. This place is called Streetlight Records, and I have heard that this place had an insane punk and metal section, because that's what I listened to. This place had CDs, t-shirts, vinyl records galore, patches, stickers. They had everything in here. They even had video games. It was unreal. But I was super stoked to see in the back, way back here, their huge punk and rock selection. Look at all the rock and roll they have over here. And I was super stoked to find this special edition of Ixnay on the Ombre from The Offspring, which is my favorite album from them. And the big wall of metal. Oh man, this was so awesome to see all of this. I ended up picking up a couple of records that I'll show in another video in the future. Ruben pointed this out a second ago. It's an Atari 2600 in there. That's pretty cool that you saw that. Nice. That's an original, and then you got the flashback right there. That's super sick. Now this channel is all about video games, and Level Up Games in Santa Cruz is legit. There is no end to how much cool stuff is in this store. They got the glass cabinet right in the front. They have a crazy amount of Switch games, PlayStation, Xbox. This just history of gaming right here in the front is absolutely amazing. Ruben's taking a look at some of the collectibles here. They have a pretty decent sized PS2 collection. It looked pretty cleaned out, but they have some pixel frames, some accessories. They had a lot of tabletop stuff here too, which was pretty cool to see actually. And in the glass cabinet in the front, they had a copy of Blazing Chrome on PS4. Such an awesome game. Now, I usually talk to the stores before I come in here and film, and the guy was super cool. His name was Rios. Really cool dude. He was really helpful, really friendly, and I just loved being in this store. It was so cool just to be so far away and feel so at home. What you looking for?
Well, I was looking for the Battlefront editions, but now I'm just looking for a sick game to pick up.
Dude, Blade Runner! You just picked up Blade Runner.
See? It's already working.
That's an old school. That's an old school point and click adventure game. That game's great. This store was so cool. They had so many cool things. But another thing I am a big fan of is coffee. And this place down the street was amazing. This is the Cat and Cloud. This was so amazing, and the people that worked here were so friendly. But let's time travel back in time a little bit. When I woke up, it was about 7-ish in the morning, and I took a stroll to the Boardwalk in Santa Cruz because the hotel I was staying at was actually like 2 blocks from the Boardwalk. Now, the Boardwalk is very famous. It's been around for a really long time, and unfortunately, the time we went, it was closed because it's only open on the weekends, and then it's only open during the summertime as far as like all the rides and attractions. But the arcade is open, but because I went so early in the morning, it was closed. But it was kind of interesting to just like walk around this boardwalk when there was no one really here. It was really cool. I have a question for you younger fans. What is this thing? Anybody? It's a cell phone. Well, an early version. It's a payphone. Here is the carousel that was actually featured in Lost Boys with Kiefer Sutherland when he was walking on it with all the vampires. So that was really cool. Hello everybody, there I am. And I thought this was really interesting. This is one of the pieces from the original Boardwalk, and I really like traveling because I get to see history of things and all these other places. But it was so foggy and there was nobody on the beach. And this was around 7 in the morning. There's no one here. It was so quiet. You just get to hear the waves and the wind and the occasional, cleaning crew. But it was so cool to just walk in here and have it be this empty. Because last time I was here, which was like 5 years ago, it was ridiculously crowded. It was shoulder to shoulder It was the heat of summer, so that probably explains it, but it was just so crowded the entire time. And it was just so amazing to walk through here when there was nobody, just to get like a different perspective and just kind of take it all in a little bit, appreciate the architecture, appreciate, you know, the rides and the stands, the beach. One of the things that's really cool about this place though is that they have filmed so many movies here, like one of my favorites of all time, The Lost Boys. And I love that movie, and I was finding a bunch of the spots that they showed like in the movie, and I was just kind of flipping out in my own way. There's a lot of the rides that I kind of show a little bit here and there, and they were all closed because it was super early in the morning, and also because since it wasn't the weekend, nothing was open, and the only thing that was open was the arcade. There's so much good food here, and I'm so early, and I can't get any of it. Like deep fried Oreos. They have deep fried Twinkies, deep fried PB&Js, Oreos. Over here, they have barbecue. Let's see what they got. Bacon wrapped hot dogs, brisket sandwiches, pulled pork tater tots. What the heck? Over here, I actually got these a couple years ago when I was here. Potato twists. They are like potatoes, like in like literally like a big twist like this. They're so good. We got pretzels down here. This is really cool. Oh man, if only I was here literally like 6 hours later, then I could get all this stuff. So, unfortunately, one can only dream. I took a stroll down the colonnade, which is on the opposite side of the boardwalk where all the rides are, and this place is pretty trippy because there's stores here, there's a bunch of different arcades in here, and there's a really big food court that, yes, unfortunately, was not open either. Walking down the colonnade, which was opened in 1907, which is pretty freaking rad, and what's cool about it is over at one of these, I'm not sure which one, I don't know if there's a plaque or something, I'm trying to see if I can find it, but in one of these columns was the scene in Lost Boys where all of the vampire boys on their motorcycles got up and started peer pressuring Michael. So it's really cool to be like standing in this same area. So like it's one of my favorite movies of all time, so it's just, I'm kind of like nerding out a little bit because it's super rad. This is the only shot I got of the massive arcade. I ended up coming back here later in the day to get some shots of it, and it was so cool to be back here. They had so many cool games. And right outside, they were celebrating the 100-year anniversary of the Giant Dipper. 100 years of the roller coaster here. That was really cool. It was kind of all over the boardwalk. And I love this sign, making memories since 1907. That's crazy! This roller coaster at Santa Cruz has been here for 100 years. 100 years! And we can't ride it because it's closed today. Since it was early in the morning, I have to get coffee, so I stopped at the Beat Street Cafe, which is right across from the boardwalk. And these people were so nice. They were so friendly, so welcoming, and they had so many options in here, and they even had the Cat and Cloud coffee. It's highly recommended. Really, really amazing. Guys, that was my trip to Santa Cruz, and I really hope you liked what you saw. As always, I would like it if you guys like and subscribe to the channel, and I am going for 1,000 followers on Instagram, so please give me a follow here, and I will see you in the next video.